Well, hello there, everyone. It is Sean C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur. It's a wonderful Friday. It's July 10th, 2026. And that means we're at the end of our master topic, but don't be sad because tomorrow we'll have a brand new master topic. If this is your very first time joining me, I want to take the opportunity to say thank you. And of course, I want to say the words welcome to you. If you've been here one time, 5 times, 10, 100, or even more, or maybe lost track of the count, I like to say thank you and welcome, but I also like to say the words welcome back because I really do appreciate people that enjoy the quality and content of my show. Feel free to grab yourself an RO water, a snack, another beverage, or something else. Could be a sweet, healthy or not, that's up to you. Feel free to check out believemeachieve.com for more of my amazing, inspiring creations after the show. Without any further ado, guys, let's kick this off. This is Inspirations for Your Life. And as you know, we've been talking about a very interesting master topic this week, the power of steady trust building. That is Stability in Uncertain Times, Series 5, Show 28, and it's episode number 7, How the Trust Becomes Your Anchor. That's what today's episode is about. Welcome, everyone, to Inspirations for Your Life. I am John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur, engineer, marketing specialist, video producer, podcast host, coach, keynote speaker, passionate, lifelong learner. Yes, and a student at Montclair State University. And so grateful to be a new published author. All right, guys. So this week, we've explored how steady trust creates stability when life feels, well, uncertain. Today, I conclude the series by looking at the foundation beneath it all. What is that? Trust itself. An anchor doesn't remove the storm, but it keeps a ship from drifting. In the same way, trust doesn't eliminate life's challenges, but it keeps us grounded when circumstances shift. Let's discover how trust becomes the anchor that allows us to think clearly, shall we? Okay. Act confidently and continue moving forward, no matter what life brings our way. Number 1, guys, trust stabilizes emotional response. Yes, it does. Trust keeps emotions from controlling every decision we make. Instead of reacting impulsively, you respond with confidence and purpose. I think that's a real earmark that a lot of people miss in life. They miss that point. Number 2, anchoring reduces anxiety in uncertainty. Uncertainty creates stress when we feel directionless. A strong anchor reminds you that not every answer has to be known today. That's the key. Number 3, stability comes from internal belief. External circumstances constantly change. Lasting stability comes from what you believe within yourself. That's key, guys. Number 4, trust replaces fear in decision making. Fear often freezes progress. Trust allows you to move forward with wisdom instead of hesitation. Number 5, you stay grounded when trust is strong. Strong trust keeps temporary problems from becoming permanent discouragement. It reminds you that difficult seasons eventually pass. Number 6, guys, anchors hold when conditions shift. Calm waters don't require anchors. Their true value appears when storms arrive. Unexpectedly, that is. Number 7, trust builds emotional resilience. Did you know that? Yes, it does. It builds emotional resilience. And I think that's another important thing for a lot of people to recognize and realize that. Every challenge successfully navigated strengthens your confidence. Resilience grows one experience at a time. I think a lot of people try to get things to grow too quickly, and then they're unhappy because it's not where they want to be, or they force something that wasn't supposed to be that way. And I think that can be hard for a lot of people to, digest. Number 8, stability is internal. It's not external. Peace isn't found by controlling everything around you. It begins by strengthening what happens inside you. Number 9, confidence grows from trust. Every step forward reinforces belief in your ability to handle what's next. Confidence grows through experience. And I think if we understand and we believe that, then our life gets a little bit easier. I'm not going to say it's completely easy, but it gets a little bit easier. And I think that's a very important milestone for us to realize, and to share, but to be conscious of. I think sometimes, you know, we go for a milestone, but we really aren't going for the milestone. We're going for the victory lap when we haven't even done the milestone. The victory lap will come, guys. Okay. But we have to remember to go for the milestones. Then the victory lap becomes easier, guys. It becomes a lot easier at that point in time. So let's choose to embrace that moment in life. Okay. Number 10, anchoring creates calmness under pressure. Pressure reveals preparation. Trust helps you remain calm while others become overwhelmed. Yeah. If you could just stay calm when other people fly off the handle and just be grateful for that moment of peace, that moment of joy, that moment of just going with the flow. The more we do it, the easier it becomes for us. Number 11, guys, trust reduces overthinking. Constant second guessing drains energy. Trust allows your mind to focus on action instead of endless worry. Because, see, the brain will do either. Okay. It's like a copy machine, right? You tell it to copy once or copy 100 times or 1,000 times. It's going to do it. If there's paper and there's ink, it's going to do it. Your brain's going to do it, even though it's going to use a lot of your energy. And I think we don't realize that the things we do in life, they do use energy. But when the body knows it's getting replenished, it's like, hey, I got that. I got that, right? I got that. Number 12, emotional grounding improves clarity. Clear thinking becomes easier when emotions remain balanced. Balance. Balance is a delicate flow, isn't it, guys? I think when we can have balance in life, we can be like, oh, wait a minute. Now I can do this and I can walk and I can chew gum. I mean, I'm just being facetious there, but you get my point that we have to go with the flow. We have to understand the yin and the yang. Sometimes it slows us down a little bit, but I think that's a good thing that it slows us down. It's a very good thing to keep our emotions balanced. Grounded people make better long-term decisions. Did you know that? So I know you're going to ask me, John, what is a grounded person? And that's a great question. Someone who's emotionally stable, self-aware, and sensible. They remain calm during chaos. They make practical decisions and they stay true to their values without being easily swayed by outside opinions or even drama. Yeah. The question is, why do people, this is my big question. Why do people want drama? Why do they want drama? People thrive on drama because conflict triggers the nervous system to release adrenaline and endorphins, making chaos feel exciting rather than stressful. Often they use drama as an emotional coping mechanism to distract themselves from deeper personal issues or to feel significant and engaged in the world. But when you actually have that positive moment, guess what happens, guys? You get the same feeling, if not better. And that might sound confusing, but it's actually the truth. It's the truth. Number 13. Stability is built from belief systems. You see, your daily belief that you have shapes your daily actions. Healthy beliefs create a stable foundation for lasting growth. When we plan and we do something from a plan, it usually comes up a lot better than if we just try to do it like, reactively. I think that's an important thing. So we want to be reactive or proactive? We want to be proactive. Proactive uses less energy and can actually give us better results and can actually replenish the energy in our body by not always being in that flight or fight mode. Number 14, guys, trust strengthens consistency. Consistency becomes easier when you believe your effort. I think that's important. And you have to know that it has purpose. And when it has purpose, trust encourages you to continue even before results appear. Even before the results show up, you believe in yourself. You believe in what you're doing. That's a very, very important thing, guys. Very important thing. Trust in the process. Even when the sky is falling, trust in the process. Number 15, guys. Number 15 is anchoring improves focus. Anchoring improves focus. Yes, anchoring improves focus. Distractions, well, they lose their power when your purpose becomes clear. Trust has a way of keeping your attention on what matters most to us, which incidentally, guys, is ran because of our core values that we've chosen to undertake. Our core values are what gets us to do or not do anything, what we believe in, our worth. Number 16, guys, calm thinking comes from trust. A peaceful mind recognizes opportunities that panic often overlooks. It overlooks them because it's so busy trying to put the fire out, trying to be reactive. But when we're proactive, we're relaxed, we're grounded, we're sensible. We're able to handle things that pop up. But when we're proactive, if we're reactive, we're using 2 or 3 times the amount of energy. And then it's like, I don't have any more energy. Calmness improves our own judgment, right? It actually improves how we approach our perceptions, which if it handles that, it's going to naturally handle our judgment. Number 17, guys, stability is maintained through mindset. Through mindset. Your mindset influences how you interpret every challenge. Strong thinking creates lasting stability. Lasting stability. Trust reduces reaction-based thinking. Number 18. When we can trust and know things will work out, we don't tend to be so reactive. Quick emotional reactions often create unnecessary problems for us because maybe we chose the wrong decision, right? Trust encourages thoughtful responses. Instead, it gets us to take a minute to ponder and realize, hey, is this the right decision for not just now, but is this the right decision for everything we're doing? I think that's an important thing to know. That we have these choices, but when we're forced to make a decision, it becomes to us like we don't want to make a decision because we're so stressed either way. When we're grounded and we make a wrong decision, we can recover from that a lot quicker than if we were not grounded and if we were not so reactive. Sometimes we have to be reactive like an emergency, but we still can be a little less reactive if we've planned for something, prepared for it. Number 19, anchoring prevents emotional drift. Without an anchor, it's easy to lose direction, right? The boat will just kind of keep swaying all over the bay or the ocean. See, trust, like that anchor, keeps your values and purpose steady, tied down, but in a good way. Number 20, confidence grows in uncertain times. Confidence isn't developed when life is easy. No, guys, it grows every time you continue despite uncertainty. 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 Uncertainty is not something to be afraid of. It's something to embrace. I think the more that we can learn to embrace this, the more that we can stay calm, the more that we say, okay, it didn't work out the way I wanted, but it's going to be better next time. It's going to be better next time. I think that's an important piece for us all to understand, that it is going to be better next time. I can tell you that. Because we're going to be better next time. Number 21, trust creates mental structure. I say you need two things for success. You need consistency and you need structure. Organized thinking reduces confusion. Trust provides a framework for making better decisions. So trust helps us stay more proactive, less reactive. We use less energy. And by that, we are less stressed. We're more in the flow of things. Number 22, stability improves performance. When your emotions are steady, your performance becomes more consistent. Stability supports excellence. Okay. That's what we're shooting for. Number 23. Anchoring builds and cultivates discipline. Discipline becomes easier when your foundation is secure, not before. Trust helps you keep your commitments. Again, because we are clear, we're in the know. We're not in a reactive mindset. We're in a proactive mindset. What is the difference? Proactive is somebody who has thought about the potential possibilities and what we need to do to plan so that if that does happen, we can mitigate it as quickly as possible. Number 24. Trust removes chaos from thinking. Fear creates mental clutter. Trust clears away unnecessary noise so wisdom can lead and shine. But most people, they don't ever let their wisdom shine because they're constantly stepping on it. They're saying, hey, this doesn't work. But they haven't really even given it a choice to work. Number 25, guys. Emotional control comes from being grounded. Grounded people aren't free from emotion. No, we're not taking away their emotion. They simply choose not to let emotion control them, to exploit them. So we have a choice in life. Do we let something control us, or do we become someone who's in the flow, who knows things are going to work out for us? They just know. Number 26, stability is reinforced daily. Every positive choice you make strengthens your foundation. You see, ladies and gentlemen, stability is built through consistent daily habits. I didn't say doing the habit once and going away. I'd say consistent daily habits. People are not consistent in life. I'll tell you why. It's because people are, again, looking for the quick thing. They're looking for something quick. Okay? And we have to go with the flow slowly. We can't rush the flow, guys. No, we can't do that. When we learn how to let go, we then can become in flow. When we learn how to let go, we can then become in flow. When we learn how to let go, then we can become in flow. It's what I call the flow life state. But it doesn't just happen. It takes a little work, takes some patience, takes consistency, and definitely takes a structure. Number 27, trust strengthens persistence. Trust reminds us that meaningful progress takes time. Persistence grows stronger when belief remains steady. It remains steady. Anchoring supports long-term vision. Number 28. Short-term distractions lose influence when you stay connected to your larger purpose. When you don't just see the trees in the forest, you see the entire forest. What am I saying? Vision keeps you moving forward. Vision gets us to have those mini epiphanies, those moments we want to celebrate. And that gets us to take our own inspired actions. Number 29, guys, beliefs become emotional stability. What you repeatedly believe eventually shapes how you respond to life. May not happen tomorrow, but it will happen in time. Healthy beliefs produce lasting emotional strength. It takes time. The more you repeat, the more your confidence grows. The more your confidence grows, the more your attitude changes. Number 30, guys. Trust is what keeps us steady when everything shifts. And things are going to shift. Okay, I got to be honest about that. Circumstances will always change. But trust provides a constant foundation. When your trust is strong, you remain steady, regardless of the storm. Regardless of the storm. Storm doesn't mean go home. The storm means we've learned something from that. We probably don't want to do that the same way again. We want to learn from it. Because doing the same thing over and over again is going to get us the same results. We said before, Einstein said doing the same thing over and over again is insanity. We're not insane, so we don't want to do that. Ladies and gentlemen, in closing today, as I close out not only the show, but also the amazing master topic of this week. And as I'm proud to conclude this week's series, I want you to remember, this is key, guys, that trust is more than confidence. Trust is more than confidence. Trust is more than confidence. It is the foundation that supports every decision. It is the foundation that supports every decision. It is the foundation that supports every decision. Every challenge and every opportunity you'll encounter. Every challenge and every opportunity you'll encounter. I'm not going to tell you that's going to be easy, especially not the first time. Now, ladies and gentlemen, life will continue changing. That's inevitable. But your anchor and still remain secure. An anchor is a way of bringing you back home to that thought pattern of where you feel good, where you believe in yourself. Anchors can help us stay disciplined because we've said the motivation disappears depending on our mood. But discipline stays through all seasons. Discipline stays through all seasons, not just when the weather is nice outside, right? And by seasons, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not talking about winter, spring, summer, fall. I'm talking about the seasons in your life. The seasons some people don't want to talk about. Everybody wants to talk about the sunny days and the great times, but not everybody wants to talk about the challenging times, those challenging seasons that some people have. It's within those challenging seasons that we become our greatest person. We discover how to become our greatest person. Think about that for a moment. Well, it has to be perfect. No, it doesn't. If it's not perfect, you'll make it better. You'll learn from it. Don't torture yourself because it's not perfect. Remember what I said many months ago, done is better than perfect. You can always change it. Done is better than perfect. Done is better than perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for joining me, not just today, but for the entire week of this outstanding master topic. And this has been Inspirations for Your Life. And ladies and gentlemen, I am John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur, engineer, marketing specialist, video producer, podcast host, coach, keynote speaker, graduate student at Montclair State University, passionate lifelong learner, and so grateful, ladies and gentlemen, to now be a published author. Until next time, remember that storms may shake your surroundings, but they never have to shake your foundation. Build your life on trust, strengthen it every day, and let it anchor you through everything you do. Make that your mantra every day, and you'll become a success. Have a great one, everyone, and we'll catch you tomorrow with a brand new master topic.